phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
From the championship stage to coaching change and everything in between, WarChant.com remains your home for the best FSU football coverage in the business. Brutally honest columns and features, market-leading multimedia presence across video and podcast, the largest FSU fan community with a staff that combines for over 100 years of experience covering the Noles. When change comes, WarChant.com is your home for analysis from every angle. WarChant.com, your ultimate Seminole sports source. Sign up today.
Craving something different? Discover the bold and surprising flavors of Peru at Café de Martín. From sizzling lomo saltado to savory handmade empanadas, every dish is made with heart, history, and soul. Crafted by classically trained Chef Martín himself. It's not just food. It's a trip to Peru without the plane ticket. Swing by Café de Martín today and taste the tradition. Café de Martín. Authentic Peruvian. Right around the corner.
Live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, it's Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show, on Real Talk 93.3.
Sponsor this half hour, Kraft Nissan out on Mayhem Drive. Springtime, time to get into a new vehicle, and Kraft has plenty of new models in stock. Also got some fabulous pre-owned vehicles. So when you're over there using the Star Wash, getting all the pollen knocked off your car, just hang a right after the wash and go take a look and say, I'd like to trade in my beautifully washed car. And it'd probably gain you like $2,000 just getting the pollen off your car.
2,000.
What is that? Is that rust? No. It's clean.
Chris Kraft gonna be calling you. Hey man,
you can't be saying that.
You're messing up my trading now.
But go see our friends at Kraft Nissan between Costco and Academy right there on Mayhem Drive. Saturday, we want to thank everybody for coming out to the Springtime Tallahassee Parade.
Yeah.
Jason has a very interesting vantage point versus our vantage point of we get to see who's behind us and who's in front of us in the parade, and also the tens of thousands of people that showed up. That was so awesome.
A lot of folks.
It was so awesome.
Yeah.
And it's such a great way to show off the awesomeness. If I use the word awesome too much?
I think so.
In our community with the 58th annual walking of the parade and fabulous floats out there and so much fun. Tell us from your vantage point, because I know that your voice is a little gone, because not only did you introduce and talk about continuously for the entire parade. How long is the parade? Because we're in it for the 25 minutes that we're walking. We're there. We got about an hour and a half prior getting everything set up. And then we do the 25 minute walk in the parade. But how long from the beginning, 10:30 to when is it over? About 12:30?
I'd say right at 12, actually.
Okay.
Yes,
So
hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, good hour and a half.
That's
Yeah.
good. And what I loved about it, and I wrote about this on Facebook too, is when I was talking with my mother last night. I look forward to going to this parade when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
And it was just so cool. And now being reversed in the last 9 years, being in the parade, is that I wish I had candy, or something to give away to every kid that was there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I couldn't, because we can't stop because the parade's moving, and we can't stop and give everything to everybody.
Yeah.
So I saw my friend John, and he was out, and I went over and gave him a hug. I was trying to give as many hugs as I could, but I just handed him a bunch of lollipops and said, pass these out.
The other day?
Yeah, during the parade. I just put a bunch of them in his hand, pass them out. Then I was like, I'm going to start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go, and if there was some kids there and they were you could tell they didn't want to wave or ask for the candy. Some kids, they were really asking for it.
Sure.
And the candy. And so I would, toss them the candy. And let me tell you, those dum-dums, sometimes they get a good bounce. And I was like, oh my God, that was scaring me. I was like, I shouldn't throw them as hard.
Right.
And then so I would go and then find a teenager and then give them 10, 15 candy lollipops, say, pass these out to everybody. It's like, hey, they've got candy. And of course, all the kids would swarm to them, and that would my easy exit out there. But with the families, thank you guys so much for bringing your kids out to have the same experience that my sister and I had growing up here.
Sure.
Something to look forward to every year. And I know also with the Winterfest parade, how that's a lot of fun also. But springtime just has a completely different vibe.
It does, don't it?
It's just with the amount of like Winterfest, that's kind of hardcore local. The city of Tallahassee, the utilities department puts that on, and that's hardcore local, and not a lot of outsiders, so to speak, come in. But this one, we've got so many people, different crews coming in from around the country.
Sure.
Now, from your vantage point, do you get to enjoy, or are you just looking in your script the whole time to
Basically
make sure
script.
that, yeah,
I want to make sure I'm reading the script right. So, like,
you
when y'all
look up,
y'all came by, for instance, and I was like, I want to see who I was with y'all and what the van looked like, but I really couldn't because I had a lot I wanted to say.
Right. You had a big script written out,
Yeah.
and I saw you staring at your phone, and I didn't even go over and mess with you,
Right?
because you were reading, and usually I screw around with
you did.
But this, like, I was like, you had your phone up, and then
Yeah.
and I saw what you were going to read about us,
Right.
and then I was letting you know who was with us, and
Right.
So,
Yes,
so you
exactly.
could tweak that.
But I'd like to be able, like, there's a big gap between a lot of the floats, and then you can look up and see what's what.
They don't like the big gaps, by the way.
No, they don't.
No, they're like, there's the officials that are like, keep moving. They have little signs, keep moving, keep moving.
And the other thing is beads flying at you because you're reading and then the beads are hitting you.
Mhm.
So I'm like doing this. So that's kind of wild.
I sent her a text, but Alicia Devine with Tallahassee Democrat, she posted a couple great pictures of me in the on the digital edition.
Nice.
With that. And I sent her a text because what I did, I wanted an action shot. And so what my dumbass decided to do was take a handful of dum-dums and throw them right at her and her very expensive camera.
Oh, wow.
So it looked kind of 3D.
Sure.
And then went over, gave her a hug. She, my mom's neighbor.
Mhm.
And so probably about an hour or two after that, once everything started settling down, I was like, well, that was really stupid to take a bunch of projectiles and throw them at not only her face, but her very expensive equipment. So I sent it turned out to be good pictures.
Did it?
But
is
that
there a
was just
3D
dumb.
shot of the dum-dums coming out the
they're
camera?
just barely out because
Oh.
I kind of sidearmed them, and then they're barely coming out. So it was just I could have just thrown them in the air, but
Yeah.
I decided at that split second, this would make a great photo, and so I sent her a text to apologize because I was like, "Oh, you dummy."
Well, I'm against all handing out of candy at parades. Unpopular opinion.
Because you don't like candy?
No, because here's what happens. As you well know.
Diabetes?
As you well know, you're walking along the route.
Mhm.
Can't throw them. So all you can do is walk up and hand them, right?
No, I throw them.
Well,
I mean, I underhand,
Yeah.
I bounce them.
well, then they're picking them off the ground. I'm not doing that.
Well,
So
they're in
let's
wrappers.
let's say you walk around and you hand them, you're not going to be able to keep up with the pace of the route.
And you
then
can't hand them to everybody.
you can't. And then there's going to be 10 other kids swarm around. Hey, I want some. Well, you don't have enough for that.
Well,
So
okay. Well, I do. And that's where I handed the teenager the big handful.
Mhm.
And then all the kids swarmed to that teenager. And then I took off.
There you go. That's a good. That's
So
a good
that's
thing
what
to
I
do.
did. Or like I did with John Baggett, that I handed him a big handful of candies and it said
Mhm.
Candy Man. And I did that another couple times down the route with other friends.
Now, I
And
think
then-
if you're a candy company, then yes, you should hand out candy at your parade.
But so beads are another big thing.
Beads are stupid.
So, well, let me tell you why they're not stupid.
Mhm.
That little friend Kobe, that he, after the parade, he was counting and just ecstatic about how many beads he got. He's 4.
That's cool.
And then so he's like, he got like 31 beads.
But where are those beads going to end
It
up?
doesn't matter for that moment.
For that moment, I guess.
For that
yeah.
moment, that kid was very happy because he got 31 strands of beads.
I guess.
And then I was like, and you want to make sure, and that's the other thing, I wanted to make sure that every single kid got something. And thank you, Dana and Terry, that they brought out a ton of beads for us. And Dana's a pro.
Oh, yeah.
She had them all lined up her arm, where she hanging on her arm, where she could just take one off and then go hand it out.
Very
and
good.
Everybody did a great job. And Bill Eichhofer,
Bill.
and I'll thank him when he comes on later. But for him to come out, so we had Thomas, Dana, Terry, me, John, Bill with us. And I don't forget Patty couldn't make it. Scott couldn't make it. I think they were in the crowd. They wanted to just see what it was like to be an observer.
Okay, cool.
But it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, not only for us to show off, our station. And thank you for putting our voiceover track going.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's it's not only a good time for us to show off, our little van and us to go around and wave and be in the parade, but just is on the bigger picture, it's tons of people got to do that.
Yeah.
Show off their businesses, show off their floats, their crews, and more importantly, show off Tallahassee.
There you go.
And
That's
the
cool.
awesomeness, again, and he's awesome. And that's here. And that's what I love about Springtime Tallahassee is it gives us a chance to pump our chest out.
Yeah, it does.
And say, we love this community. We love this city. Here's how much.
And it's cool. The tradition started with them trying to defend the Capitol being here.
Keep the Capitol.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's just turning this big, huge thing. And then, Jason, you not only had to MC the parade, but then you had to go down and do more MCing.
Yeah, with the music stage, the Jubilee music stage.
Jubilee in the Park.
And we had a couple of bands, the Lost Boys, Jason Kellogg and his boys, and then Highway 85, Don May and his group.
Okay. I love you know why they're called Highway 85?
I don't remember.
I do.
I don't.
I was at their first performance ever.
Oh, wow.
They're all class of 85 from Godby.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
And for their 30th reunion, they formed that band
to
play one night.
And then it just took off
and
from
then
there.
They were so good. And they played at Crew de Gras.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there. I was
Cool.
DJing. And I was like, you guys are really, really good. You need to play again. So they only play like 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, they don't play much.
But I think that's great, because you're going to go.
Less is more.
Yeah, less is more. If you got a band, you're like, oh, let's go this weekend. They're playing next weekend.
We see them all the time.
Yeah.
It's different.
But with them, hey, we're playing here. Come on out. I mean, it's not good if you're trying to make a living in your band, which you're not going to make a great. Well, I guess you could make some decent money.
You can do all right.
You can. Yeah. But you're going to be out 7 nights a week.
I think the guys from Highway 85 all have good day jobs, though.
Yes. You got a bank president as a drummer.
Yeah, right. That kind of helps, don't it?
No, we don't want that gig.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, they played gigs for my some of my charity events in the past too, and they're great guys. But that's the other wonderful thing. The Jubilee in the Park, just so much fun.
Oh yeah,
so much fun.
We went around and saw all the vendors, great vendors.
Oh
yeah. And Southwood had a market yesterday. They had some great vendors.
Really?
Yeah, 30 plus vendors. Yeah.
So in downtown?
Yeah, on the town center. Yep.
In the town center.
Sure enough.
I'm glad they're utilizing that more.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah.
I think there should be something there every weekend. Like if the church ever kicks the farmers market people out on the northeast side, that's where they need to go.
Yes, that'd be great.
I mean, have that or just have a farmers market there. I don't think you'd be competing with the northeast side and then the east side.
That's what they want. They want it to be just like the one on Cary Forest because that's a great farmers market. Seriously. But what we got to have is better businesses in the town center at Southwood. The Mexican restaurant ain't cutting it right now. Canopy Road does great, but we need a coffee shop in there. If we had a coffee shop in town center, it would kill.
Mark.
Think about all those people that would go in there and just sit with their computers and drink coffee all day. I'm telling you, man, it would happen.
I'd like you to come in and purchase your stuff and then leave.
Yeah, right. Coffee shops, they sit around on their computers all day in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're taking up space, I want you out.
It's a new world, though.
Well, don't get me on that soapbox.
Yeah.
Thank God we're out of time with it. Yeah, but again, to everybody that worked in Springtime Tallahassee, thank you so much for all the hard work, for everything that went in for Saturday. It was a Chamber of Commerce day.
Oh, it was. Yes.
The weather was just perfect. Be right back.
SF.
It's the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. 850-386-8255. Welcome back to the Greg Tish Show.
So I was just texting Gator. He's texting in, yo, I appreciate you, man. He's like, he's going to get some pictures today. He goes, last night was tough with Jameis Winston being there.
It was tough.
It's like, go get a picture of all your Gator gear on with Jameis.
He would love that.
Hey, Jameis would love that,
Yeah,
too.
he would.
He's like, man, I ain't taking no picture with you. Come on. Then he'd start joking around.
Yeah, he would.
All right, Tallahassee Democrat, they did a Sweet 16 for the best chicken joints in town.
Oh, boy, let's hear it.
And they're not over. We're still voting. We voted in every round. We went and voted down to our 8, down to our 8, and then down to 4. So the final 4 is in.
All right, let's hear it.
And so in the Elite 8, it was A-Town versus Buffalo Wild Wings. Who do you think moved on?
BWW.
It was A-Town.
Hey, nice.
They moved on.
I'm so happy for them, actually.
Chick-fil-A versus Guthrie's. Who do you think's in the final 4? Chick-fil-A or Guthrie's?
Chick-fil-A.
Guthrie's.
Wow.
Knocked out
Very
Chick-fil-A.
nice. Impressed. Both have great sweet tea. Both.
This one I disagreed. I didn't think that with the seating, I didn't think these should have met till the final, but Lindy's and Olean's.
Ooh, that's tough. Lindy's has got great chicken, but I love Olean's breakfast.
Oh, well, this is chicken.
Man. Lindy's
moved on.
Nice.
And Raising Cane's and Zaxby's. Who moved on?
I would say Raising Cane's.
Zaxby's moved on.
That's just heresy.
Our final 4 is A-Town Wings, Guthrie's, Lindy's Fried Chicken, and Zaxby's. And we are going to let Jason vote because he's voted on all these.
Sure.
So our first one, A-Town Wings or Guthrie's?
Guthrie's.
Guthrie's is you're not even thinking about it.
Yep. The old gut box.
Okay, Guthrie's. And hit vote. Guthrie's up 83% to 17%.
See, it's a
83
blowout.
to 16. Yes. Lindy's versus Zaxby's.
Lindy's by a country mile.
Now, and again, what I had an issue with is calling these chicken restaurants. There's chicken sandwich and chicken finger restaurants, and then there's fried chicken restaurants.
Right.
And then there's restaurants that serve fried chicken and chicken.
Mm-hmm.
These are mainly all chicken, but it's hard to get some good chicken on the bone. Like Popeyes, I think, was the only one. Bojangles was on the list, and Popeyes were on the list. Both knocked out in the first round. Of course, Popeyes was going up against Olean's. You ain't winning that. Bojangles went up against A-Town. Okay, so you Lindy's or Zaxby's?
Lindy's.
Lindy's it is. Vote. Lindy's 69% to Zaxby's 30%.
There you go. All is right in the
There
world.
you go. You have voted in your final 4 on who you think should go to the final.
So if it ends up being Lindy's versus Guthrie's for the final,
which could be.
I'd have to go with Lindy's.
Okay, so you've already made up your mind before you even saw the scouting report.
Sure. I mean, I like Guthrie's. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Raising Cane's and Guthrie's are really top notch in my opinion.
Haven't eaten it. All these, let's see, A-Town never eaten. Bojangles, yes, many, many times. B-Dub, I can't remember the last time I went in there. Chicago Chicken Grill, you and I both had never heard of it. Never eaten there. Chick-fil-A, yeah, I like their chicken sandwich. That's about it. Churches, I haven't eaten at Churches since they came back. I don't even know where they are. Are they in the original location?
I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you either.
They got one on Lake Bradford by the stadium.
But that's the one that closed. Did they reopen that one?
It's now called Church's Texas Chicken or something.
It's always been, that's the big thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was always a Texas fried chicken.
But it's a different brand, a different logo on it now.
They remodeled.
Okay.
Yeah, Churches did a redo
I
of their
don't know.
brand. Guthrie's, I can't remember the last time I had Guthrie's.
Guthrie's ain't bad.
Versus Huey Magoo's,
Not
which
bad.
we had never heard.
I like Huey Magoo's, yeah.
KFC was actually on this list versus Lindy's. KFC, when they did their vegan nuggets, I went down the hill and tried them, and it was awful. And I can't remember the last time I've had KFC, and I love their mashed potatoes.
Ew, terrible food.
And Lindy's, and I can't remember the last time I ate at Lindy's.
Lindy's so good. Lindy's has that good classic fried chicken sandwich, chicken breast.
Everybody loves that fried chicken sandwich.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Now, what if it was Lindy's and Lindy's for chicken sandwiches?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was Lindy's versus Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I go Lindy's all the way. All the way.
You know what I'd go? Bojangles.
For chicken sandwich?
No. Yeah, Popeyes. Popeyes is the best chicken
Yeah, it's a good chicken sandwich for sure. They also brine theirs, don't they? Don't Popeyes brine theirs?
I don't know what they do. It's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Olene's versus Popeyes. And then Raising Cane's. I haven't eaten at Raising Cane's. I don't even know where Raising Cane's is.
Tennessee Street.
And Slim Chickens.
About the little Target.
Where's Slim Chickens?
Slim Chickens closed on Appalachian Parkway, but the one remains here on Monroe near the old mall. John Knox, Shara Road area.
Right down the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tallahassee Wings and things.
I've not tried them. Yeah.
I don't know where they are. Well, they got knocked out in the first round to Zaxby's. And I can't remember last time I had Zaxby's.
I think it's right here on Monroe.
How many? Aren't there a bunch of Zaxby's in town?
Too many.
Like they're like Circle K's.
Too much salt.
Every time you turn around.
Yeah.
I like Zaxby's. Well, but again, I haven't had Zaxby's in years.
Their building looks great up there at near Bannerman, but it's just the taste is not good.
Oh, that's right. You keep reminding me that I have one in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Raising Cane's and Guthrie's just blows away the Zaxby's taste, in my opinion.
I'm just not a chicken fingers.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
We got to go.
The Gadsden County Sheriff's Office has released new details in a death investigation that began Thursday afternoon following the discovery of a body. Sheriff Morris Young said the investigation started around 1 p.m. after a hiker discovered a body at the Iron Bridge boat landing. The victim has been identified as Joshua Grant. Grant's death was due to a non-disclosed medical condition, according to Sheriff Young, and no foul play is suspected. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement assisted in the investigation. About a week after Governor Brian Kemp signed legislation to suspend Georgia's gas tax for 60 days, the state's top legal authority is threatening to prosecute businesses that don't comply. Any gas station that does not deduct the gas tax from its prices will be investigated and potentially brought to court. Government officials suspended the gas tax as the war in Iran continues to drive up oil prices worldwide. This is Rachel Anay with the Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update, brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold, and we are starting off today in the low 60s and the mid 50s. So no real changes from how we ended last week. We will have more clouds, though, by the afternoon, and this could bring spotty showers and maybe even some thunder from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. And these will be fairly random, but since they are coming from the Atlantic, the chances are higher along I-75. Highs today in the low 80s. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn, too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Do you have spring fever? Your only prescription is the Lawn Johns. Hi, it's Mark from the Lawn Johns. We can make your landscape more appealing by providing you with award-winning lawn care. With 4 levels of service, the Lawn Johns offers you more choices than the rest. More flowers, more mulch, or more pine straw all means that your home or office will be more beautiful than ever. So if you've got spring fever, go to thelawnjohns.com or just look for our big purple truck.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Hey, let me tell you about my friends at Tried and True Consulting, a Seminole-owned business that specializes in payments and business solutions. Tried and True's core expertise includes card, ACH, point of sale, mobile, e-commerce, and hosted payment solutions. Tried and True will help you reduce costs and increase your bottom line. That always sounds nice. Whether you're a retailer, restaurant, licensed professional, or service industry, Tried and True is saving you money. Tried and True's expertise extends to payroll, video menu ad boards, IT services, web design, and social media. It's time to make one call and tell the competition to take it on down the road. Call Don or Joe today at 844-464-6653. That's 844 844-464-6653. When you do business with Tried and True, they contribute 10% of the net revenue to the Battle's End. So go Tried and True today. Call 844-464-6653.
God gave us two ends, one to think with and one to sit on. Success in life depends on which one you use. Heads, you win. Tails, you lose. Hi, I'm Rick Hughes, host of The Flatline. Heard every Sunday morning here at 7:30 a.m. on Real Talk 93.3 Tallahassee Real Talk Station. Come join me 30 minutes of motivation, inspiration, and some education as I seek to reveal God's plan by teaching 10 unique problem-solving devices. Every Sunday morning, 7:30 a.m., 93.3 Real Talk Tallahassee.
Hey, Seminole fans, think you know your Garnet and Gold? Well, you can prove it every Friday morning at 7:15 with the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest on The Greg Tish Show. From legendary plays to unforgettable players, it's fun, fast, and packed with FSU pride. One caller, one question, and major bragging rights before most people finish their first cup of coffee. So every Friday at 7:15 a.m. on The Greg Tish Show, it's the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest where you could win swag at Garnet and Gold. Only on The Greg Tish Show.
Injured? Call attorneys who care. Facing Brooks. Offices, Tallahassee.
The Greg Tish Show is sponsored by Grassroots Coffee. Locally owned, locally roasted.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3, Tallahassee's morning show.
Looking for the best coffee you'll ever have? Look no further than Grassroots Coffee, grassrootscoffee.com. Go up there, find your blend that you like. Jason, you know what they'll do for you? Once you select, you go to grassrootscoffee.com. You go through all their coffee styles. You know what they do for you after they roast it up?
They make it good.
You know, they grind their beans.
They grind their own beans.
Unless you don't want them ground. And then they'll send them out to you. You're like, oh, I got a fancy coffee maker. They can grind it up to your fancy coffee maker's specifications. Do you know you can have a subscription to grassrootscoffee.com?
I knew that, actually.
Because you subscribe to their coffee?
That's right. Every week a new bag arrives at the house.
That's it. That's the new commercial. Just Jason sipping Grassroots coffee.
Yep. And going, it's good.
Because you bought your wonderful wife a very expensive coffee maker.
Yeah, and it's great. We use it every 4 times a day.
And then you get your Grassroots coffee coming in and you grind. You just grind your own beans.
Well, a fancy machine does it.
Why don't you just have them do it up there? Just too much work?
Well, the way that machine works, you got to put whole beans into it.
Oh, you can't just put coffee in?
You can, okay. But it has to be per serving. Then you tamp it down, then you do the thing.
So you just let the machine do
It's
the work?
easier just to let the machine do it.
Okay.
Plus, the beans they send us from Grassroots were processed 5 days prior. So they're fresh.
It's so crazy.
Mega. You're not even supposed to brew them until 10 days in.
What's so weird with that is when everybody, I'm going to go and you go buy a bag off the shelf in the store because you're like, I like this brand. And then how long do you think that thing's been in that bag?
Months.
And then here, you just don't know what you're missing, man.
No, you don't.
You don't know what you're missing. With fresh ground coffee. And it's so good. It's good just to eat, actually, just the beans.
Yeah, just chomp on the beans. I wish I could do that. I've actually thought of that.
Okay, let me take you up. I'll take you up and we'll go to the roastery.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they're done roasting, and when they come out and you eat them right there, just like peanuts.
We can munch on some beans.
It's so good. Well, I only had 2 because it's pretty interesting.
Call Grassroots Coffee, where you'll hear Mark say,
I grind my own beans.
Go to grassrootscoffee.com. Well, we ran out of time in that last segment, huh?
Boy, did we got to talk about chicken. I can just talk about food. I can talk about food or baseball, basically perpetually, nonstop. That is when I'm not sounding like a sick boy.
Yeah, Jason's not feeling too well today.
I'm sickly.
Mickey Rourke, we talked about him.
Boy, he's a scary one.
Yeah, he's never had any work done on his face.
Really? You're joking. He really has, hasn't he?
Yes.
Isn't he the one who had the GoFundMe done for him?
Well, somebody did a GoFundMe for him, and he goes, I have money. I don't need a GoFundMe for me.
Good for him.
I am fine.
Okay. I respect that.
He has been kicked out of that house.
I bet. These celebrities, they must live weird.
He still did not pay the $60,000 that was due to that. So he rejected the GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe raised a whopping $100,000. And he goes, I don't need it. I have money. Now he's been kicked out of the alleged rat-infested Los Angeles home.
Wow.
So then Los Angeles County Court gave the 73-year-old the boot from the 3-bedroom. I don't know why the story says his. He's renting it.
Yeah, right. No, it is.
From the 3-bedroom Drexel Avenue house. Don't know what that means. Sure, it's a nice avenue.
I don't know.
$59,100 in unpaid rent.
Golly.
So
was he not paying rent on account of the rats?
I think he said they're rats, but looking at him, it probably attracts him.
He kind of looks like a rat, don't he?
$5,200 a month.
That's insane. I get you a house in Golden Eagle in Tallahassee.
I get you a house pretty much anywhere. And looking at this house is about the size of a average house in Midtown.
Oh my.
Tiny house. He said the landlord wouldn't fix anything. He said the floors were all rotten and mice and rats would come up. That's what he says. He goes, I don't want to live like this. I'm embarrassed about it, and I'm really ticked off about it.
Don't you know I was in Iron Man 3? Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3?
I don't remember. He was the guy that had the whiplash things. Was that his name, Whiplash?
I don't know. I just saw it once, and I was like, this is an awful movie.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
The kitchen sink didn't run. There were 2 bathrooms. One bathroom had no water. There was no heat. The air conditioners didn't work, and there was rats and mice.
Poor Mickey.
Meanwhile, the actor had claimed to reject $100,000 from a GoFundMe report set up by his manager. So who knows you better? Hey, I don't need this GoFundMe. I got the money. Hi, this is your manager. You don't. You have wasted all the money that you have made. That's why you're living in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It cannot be larger than that unless the house. I mean, it's a cute little house, little adobe, nice little tiles. Spanish style tiles on the roof. Cute little house, a nice little fireplace on one end.
Yeah, I'd live there.
I'd live there in a heartbeat.
Sure.
But it's just, tiny, not much to mow. You wouldn't even really need a mower. You could just use a weed eater out there.
I think Mickey Rourke might need to reconsider his management choices.
He might need to reconsider a lot of choices.
Because isn't he the same guy who turned down roles in Top Gun and Silence of the Lambs?
Don't know.
And Rain Man?
Yeah,
I think Mickey turned down those major roles.
Well, he has put a lot of work in his face, a lot of money in his face.
Now, when he went to go be a boxer, maybe he got punched a lot in the face.
Probably. Well, yeah.
Does he have the cauliflower ear? That's a telltale sign.
Can't tell. He's got a hoodie on. Not a lot of hair. I don't know what this bottom picture is. That is an old picture because this upgraded picture.
He was close friends with David Bowie.
He was a cool dude back in the day.
Yeah.
That all the dudes wanted to hang out with him and all the women wanted to be with him. That's what they said about Sinatra. But he was that cool dude. But yeah, boom, kicked out. Kicked out.
Didn't even do the Randy Quaid squatter bit. Yeah. I wonder what Randy Quaid's up to. Is he still squatting in that house?
I don't know. Yeah. And I think he's got it all together again. I think he did because I saw him with at a Christmas vacation, like a Comic-Con fun. He was there for Christmas vacation with some of the members of the cast. He looked pretty good.
A quick Google search has yielded that Randy Quaid and his wife have sought asylum in Canada, saying they fear for their lives.
But haven't they been in Canada for years?
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know.
They've been in Canada for years. Click on news.
I did. That's the top story.
But from when?
A month ago.
They've been in Canada.
Quaid and wife Evie say they fear Hollywood cult will kill them. What in the world?
All right, so he's not doing better.
I got to stop talking.
He's not doing better. Who?
Now I'm thinking of Randy Quaid. Which one is the weird one? Not the
Randy Quaid's the weird one.
Yeah. Who's the other one? Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
Yes, Dennis Quaid. Yes,
he's good.
I like him now.
So they're wanted in California for skipping out on a hefty hotel bill, vandalizing a house they once owned, fled north of the border earlier this month, now claim they're targets of a mysterious clan that they believe murdered Heath Ledger and David Carradine.
David Carradine? I don't know if he was murdered, was he?
Eve equated Hollywood is murdering its movie stars, she said last week in Vancouver. This is a recent? No, this is 2010.
2010?
Yeah. I was like, this all sounds really familiar. This is 2010. So why this literally came up 1 month ago when you type in news. So, but there he is. All right, he's at Comic-Con. He's at a Comic-Con. Okay, so they've got it turned together. He's realized he's not being murdered. They're not trying to murder him.
Weird. I wonder why they thought somebody was murdering them.
Because they were on something, man.
They were. Peyote.
They were. They were trying to write some Doors songs.
Yeah, they were.
And I think that he's doing okay now.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
It's good to know, actually.
I could be wrong. So yeah, it was yeah, he's doing much better. Much better.
He was great in Independence Day.
I just watched that over the weekend.
I love that movie.
You know why? Because I couldn't find anything else. I said, let me see how this is held up.
That's how I did yesterday with Goldfinger. I watched some of Goldfinger.
That hasn't held up very well.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
No, just the opening scene has not held up very well.
The opening scene.
Where he's spying on Goldfinger.
Oh, with the binoculars?
Yeah.
In the card game?
Yeah.
That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah. And,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's going to happen now, Goldfinger. You're going to put your microphone down.
Yeah. That was Miami Beach.
Yeah, it was. Fountain Blue, I think.
It sure was right there in South Beach.
Boy, that's a beautiful movie.
Still looks the same.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know how much of that they actually filmed it.
Filmed a good bit of it in Kentucky, I think.
Oh, because Goldfinger going after Fort Knox. I don't think they did.
Really?
Or maybe they did.
I thought they did.
Not actually.
It seemed like they did.
I don't think they, because a lot of Fountain Blue, a lot of that is, you can clearly see that's a projected image.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he's like Bond's walking around the hotel, like lighting a cigarette and making out with every girl. Yeah, that's a screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how often he was there.
Oh. I feel so betrayed.
Yeah,
now.
even with Goldfinger playing like cards, you can tell they're not. That's in a studio somewhere, probably a Pinewood.
Probably so.
Over there. All right, make sure you type in I Want to Win on the Greg Tish Show Facebook feed so you're eligible for the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Today we have Smitty's Tap House and Grill, either a $20 or $50 gift card.
Hush not, child, and don't cry.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden. We start today off like last week, mild and mostly clear, but the clouds return for the afternoon, and they could even bring a few pop-up showers starting around 2 p.m. and going till 10 p.m. Highs this afternoon will be in the low 80s, and the clouds will linger through the evening and overnight. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
See Nice Tire and Auto Service at 4792 Bluntstown Highway today. The ASC trained technicians at Nice take the guesswork out of fixing your car. That's why wherever you see the Goodyear sign, you'll find what you want in tires and service. From preventative maintenance to a major overhaul and everything in between, you name it. Plus, Nice's services are backed by a nationwide limited warranty. Stop by Nice Tire and Auto Service. 4792 Bluntstown Highway, just west of Capitol Circle.
Water is your home's worst enemy. It finds cracks, soft spots, and weaknesses. But not on our watch. At Gutter Solutions and Waterproofing, we're veteran-owned and built different, driven by detail and the pursuit of excellence. We install seamless gutters, underground drainage, and waterproofing systems that don't fail. Because when you live with discipline, water doesn't stand a chance. Gutter Solutions and Waterproofing. Visit guttersolutions.net. With us, it's personal.
No matter what printing you need to keep your business running, we can help. Hi, Jason Butera here for The Printery. Reduce your stress and give us a call. From new product brochures or posters to yard signs, postcards, even letterhead and envelopes, the Printery sets the standard in personalized service with outstanding results. We offer full-service graphic design and free pickup and delivery. The Printery, home of 36-cent color copies. If it's ink on paper, we've got it covered. Call us today, 877-6418. 877-6418.
Tallahassee's 30-year-old funny paper and American Legion Post 13 have joined forces to become Major Morale. The new magazine has 4 more pages of post activities and military information that you probably never knew. But don't worry, it's still as politically correct and newsworthy as always. Okay, it's the same funny stuff, but it's still only available at the sponsors' locations like Krispy Kreme, ABC Flooring, Keith Lawson Services, or Tallahassee Automobile and Collectibles Museum. See over 160 vehicles dating from 1894 to 2016 that include the first car ever built in America, 3 Batmobiles, trucks, and motorcycles. Other artifacts include the finest Steinway piano collection in the world, metal cars, antique boats and motors, sports memorabilia, case knives, and much more. Find them all at Mahan and I-10 or online at TACM.com.
Real Talk 93.3 and the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce welcome this month's newest chamber members. Businesses making a difference here in Tallahassee. Adapteon Inc., Advanced Air Care Heating and Cooling LLC, Better Together, Citywide Gulf Coast, Direct Auto Insurance, Embolden Consulting, Foundational Leadership LLC, and Insure It All. Thank you for growing local with the Greater Tallahassee.
This is where Tallahassee starts its day. It's the Greg Tish Show, right here on Real Talk 93.3.
Sponsor this half hour, Grassroots Coffee, grassrootscoffee.com for the best coffee you will ever have. It makes your Mondays even better. We love Mondays. Mondays are fantastic. Being able to celebrate any day getting up is fantastic.
Man.
And Monday, I look forward to Mondays. I miss everybody. Like Sundays, I used to get really bad Sundays.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like, man, I got to go back to work tomorrow. But I love coming in on Mondays.
So where the rest of us get the Sunday scaries, you get the Thursday scaries or the Friday scaries.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, like I'm almost disappointed with Friday.
How weird
that I don't get the Sunday blahs.
Man, I tell you, this much Mondays suck, man.
I love Mondays.
Like
you and I
Mondays.
get to come in and have fun. We have a good
yeah,
job.
that.
We get to entertain everybody.
For sure, that, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
But Mondays, man, Monday.
They're great. We can't have a Friday without a Monday.
That's true. That's right. The sweet ain't the sweetest without the bitter.
That's why you got to have a rainy day to have a pretty day.
That's some wisdom for you.
People are sharing the quote unquote normal things they didn't realize were unusual when they grew up. Now, these are things that parents did with their kids and everything. They thought they were normal until they grew up and they realized, well, that was kind of special.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, this one is really cool. This one, and with Easter coming up on Sunday, Easter Sunday, as opposed to Easter Saturday. I don't know. I had to say Sunday. So this is cute. Having to do riddles to find Easter eggs.
Okay, like scavenger hunt. Cool.
That I didn't think people just look for them. I had to follow hints taped on eggs leading from one to another until a toy was found at the end.
I tell you what,
I'm grateful I got that. I did that adventure. I did that one time dating a girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'd set up in either her house or my house, set up clues.
Easter eggs?
No, just nice presents.
I got you. Yeah.
That was big ways.
That's fine.
I don't remember what the presents were or who it was for. But one present led to another clue. Next present led to another clue. And then there were gifts with everything. She had to say it was my house.
That's
she
cool.
had to search through the house for everything.
I bet she liked that.
I'm sure she did.
Ladies like it when you put thought into things.
I would write down my order on a pad for my mom before we went through any drive-through. I thought everyone did that. My mom had a stroke before I was born, and she had a very hard time with short-term memory, and she couldn't remember my order, so she needed it written down. I realized other kids didn't do this until when I went to high school. That's a great idea.
It's brilliant.
Here you go. Write down what you guys want.
That's brilliant.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see. A McNugget meal, please. 40? 40!
40 nuggets. You know, the worst is when you're in the drive-thru and you're ordering and you got everybody in the car barking out their orders. And the person on the other end of the drive-thru, they're already like, then take your order. It's like, man,
this person thought this was normal until she realized it wasn't. Blowing into the electronic device on my grandpa's car so he could drive us up to the gas station.
What?
Blowing into the electronic device, a breathalyzer.
Oh my gosh. Grandpa makes me blow into this thing before his car starts. It's weird. The court says I gotta have this, honey.
Oh, God.
If you want your candy, you'll blow into this machine here.
Oh, my gosh.
That's
I
funny.
remember going to my mom's office on the weekends, maybe when I was 3 to 5 years old, and being so excited we could get bagels and hot chocolate. And I got to play with all the office supplies and ancient DOS computers.
Nice.
I was 35 years old when I realized we weren't going to mom's office on the weekend for fun. That's because mom had to work. She cleaned the office.
Mm-hmm.
That she was a janitor.
Right, right.
No. I did that with my parents. We used to clean a school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and we would go. It was so much fun.
That's cool. I always wanted to roller skate through a school.
Oh, it'd be
fun.
Rocky.
Yeah,
hey,
Rocky.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna let me do that.
Oh, Rocky, come on. Let's have a roller derby inside a school. Never getting help with anything except as punishment. If we needed help, we had failed. So getting help meant we were grounded and scolded.
Mm-hmm. Got some strict parents there.
Yeah, that is.
Dang.
Being a kid and making a cup of coffee for my mom, I didn't know that a cup of coffee didn't require a shot of Kahlua. Until I spent a night at my friend's house and they were making breakfast. His mom asked if anybody knew how to make coffee. And I asked where the Kahlua was.
Where's the Kahlua?
We don't use that for our coffee here.
That is funny.
That it wasn't normal to have to sleep outside because of your parents' temper. Jeez.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I thought it was normal for a whole family to sit in the lounge room all day reading books. That would be fun.
That would be nice, actually.
No talking. Christmas presents that had your age and gender and never your name.
Really? I don't get it.
Oh, I do. I do, Jason.
How does it work?
That's Christmas Connection.
Oh my gosh, it is. Holy Lord.
We just had a complete moment of privilege right there.
Totally. Because we're not aware of that world. You know? That's very interesting. Very interesting. Yep, that's what they meant.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Constantly going to strange people's houses for hours until the wee hours of the morning while my parents partied and got wasted.
What?
I didn't realize they were hardcore alcoholics until much later. Some of the houses had Guitar Hero at least.
Man.
I was cool with that. Having a curfew as a kid and any kind of enforcement, I was never told what to do, never reminded to brush my teeth, when to come home, nothing. Growing up and realizing your parents didn't give a single blank about you is definitely soul crushing.
Yeah.
That is genuine, and being forgotten after school pickup.
Goodness.
And getting a lollipop each time my dad had to be called.
Man, some of these folks were going through it.
When I found out my aunt's roommate wasn't her roommate.
It's that aunt that's got, she's got the big motor home and she always wears those funny shoes.
And her friend Linda is her roommate, and they're traveling all over. And then when you get older, you realize, oh.
Always wore a fanny pack, Always had a lot of money.
Subarus.
Subarus. That's funny.
What?
Where's Linda's friend?
Oh, she moved out. I've been with my husband for over a decade, and I'm so grateful for him every time I do something like forget my keys or burn a meal or forget to pay a bill. I had an awful week last week, and I broke a glass in the bathtub. He just asked if I needed a hand cleaning up, and he calmly went in and got a broom. And then we had supper. That was the end of it.
There you go. That's a good man.
He didn't give me the silent treatment or berate me for being an idiot or scold me or scream at me and throw stuff. He never has. If I forgot something at home, we'll just turn the car around. He'll tease me every once in a while, but it's not mean. He's never held anything against me. He's never used it for ammunition. He never makes me feel worthless. My dad, on the other hand, that's all it says.
Man, some of these folks are really going through it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Damn. That was a little eye-opening on that.
We got a lot to be thankful for.
We sure do.
A whole lot,
We sure do. And one of those is our next segment with Your Neighbors with Bill and Doug.
You mean star of the Springtime Parade, Bill Eichhofer?
Star of the Springtime Parade, Bill Eichhofer. He'll be coming in. We'll see if he can work in the word beer.
I bet he can.
Be right back.
Not every car dealership feels the same, and Tallahassee Ford proves it. No screaming ads, no gimmicks, no pressure, no games, no feeling like you're just another number. At Tallahassee Ford, it's about local people, real conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your life. Not just today, but for the long haul. From sales to service, we treat you the way a hometown dealership should. Tallahassee Ford. It's not your typical dealership experience, and that's exactly the point. Visit Tallahassee Ford today.
When I heard I needed a heart transplant, I thought it was game over. All I could think about was the memories that I wouldn't be able to make with my family.
Then an angel entered our lives as an organ donor. Their decision to register as a donor saved my husband's life.
Save lives, say yes. Register today as a donor at donatelifeflorida.org.
This message is sponsored by Donate Life Florida and the Florida Association of Broadcasters.
Stay tuned for more of the Greg Tish Show live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios after this Town Hall news break on Real Talk 93.3 WVFT, Gretna, Tallahassee.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump is sounding hopeful for a ceasefire in the Iran war. Says he's pretty sure a deal can be reached with the current leaders in Tehran. Our military affairs analyst, retired Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis.
Well, I don't know that we're going to find people that are necessarily like-minded, but people that respect what their alternatives are, and that is, continued demolishment of their infrastructure and the assassination of their leadership, or a willingness, begrudgingly, albeit, to cooperate with the United States, Israel, and the Gulf neighbors.
A deadlock in relations between the GOP-controlled Senate and House is just the latest roadblock to reopening the Department of Homeland Security, ending chaos at many airports across the country. That kind of political infighting has led one nationally syndicated talk radio host to step away from the microphone and run for Congress himself. Chris DeGaulle announced he's running for the 6th Congressional District of Missouri and hopes his strong Christian faith will help lawmakers find common ground in Washington.
I lead a Sunday school class, and I try to lean into his word, because when it's all said and done, shutting out the noise and leaning into the truth of the word of God is really all we have. And if we don't lean into that, we will lean into the chaos, and it will drag us all down with it. I think that truth, that divining rod of truth, is so necessary in a world that feels often like it's gone crazy.
Until he formally announced his candidacy, Chris DeGaulle was syndicated nationally by the Salem Media Group, parent company of this news network. He is seeking to replace retiring Missouri Congressman Sam Graves this year's midterm elections. Despite the U.S. energy embargo on Cuba, President Trump says he'd have no problem with Russia delivering oil to the communist island. Watching Wall Street, Dow futures up 306 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 148. More on these stories, townhall.com.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt, and it stressed me out. But what I thought was a solution turned out to be a problem. I I kept hearing ads about debt settlement that seemed too good to be true. And actually, it was. When I called, they told me to stop paying my bills. That didn't sound right to me at all, so I hung up. Later, I found out that debt settlement is bad, real bad. Then I learned that there is a right way to pay off your credit cards. It's called a debt management program from the great team at Trinity. Trinity had a plan. In the end, I paid off my bills, I saved thousands, and I even improved my credit score.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement and remember Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-990-6976.
Your sports action update on Real Talk 93.3 with all the latest odds from Vegas.
The Final Four is set. Illinois will meet UConn as a 1.5 favorite, 139.5 the total. And Michigan a 1.5 favorite over Arizona. The Final Four Saturday, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis. Tommy Fleetwood plus 14.25 to win the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. Robert McIntyre plus 16.50, as is Ludwig Oberg. Colin Morikawa plus 18.50. Braves today, $1.31 favorite with the A's at Truist Park, while the Tampa Bay Rays are on the road to the Brewers as a $1.19 road dog today. Brewers minus 143, 8 under the total. Score $500 in rewards at the GBank First Bet VSiN Trifecta. Details at vsin.com/GBank. For more sports betting news and information, go to vsin.com. Mike Sennett, Real Talk 93.3.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Love to compete on the dartboard? Then it's time to head to the CP. The Corner Pocket Bar and Grill is Tallahassee's premier dart bar, featuring steel-tip boards and soft-tip internet play. The Corner Pocket hosts leagues and tournaments regularly. Just check out their social media to find a time that works for you. And in between games, grab a pint and a bite in the cool AC, or enjoy yourself outside on the deck. Whether you want to catch a game or start one of your own, the place to be is the Corner Pocket Bar and Grill, 2475 Appalachie Parkway. Tallahassee loves the Corner Pocket.
Craving something different? Discover the bold and surprising flavors of Peru at Café de Martín. From sizzling lomo saltado to savory handmade empanadas, every dish is made with heart, history, and soul. Crafted by classically trained Chef Martín himself. It's not just food, it's a trip to Peru without the plane ticket. Swing by Café de Martín today and taste the tradition.
Live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, it's Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show, on Real Talk 93.3.
It's Monday, 8:06 a.m. Hope you're enjoying this fabulous weather we're having. And every Monday at 8 o'clock, Bill, I call for Doug Ingram for Your Neighbors. We always have a great member of our community, and you always seem to bring in a lot of my friends.
And that surprises me. But I won't go into that matter at all. But today we have somebody, you listen to people talk all the time about how to make Tallahassee a better place. We ought to do this. We ought to. But We have a man of action here who puts his money where his mouth is. He's won international awards for his development. The South Side has been revitalized by his efforts. He took a section of town where, quite frankly, it's 11 o'clock at night. Do you really want to be walking around there? We have Burr Demerel, the CEO of the Monroe Grill and Somo. I'm thinking England, but Somo Development. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for having me today.
So what motivated you to do the development, the South Side?
Yeah, we decided to go for the entire block, and we purchased the property back in 2018. But I believed in the area. I believed in the proximity of the area to downtown, to Cascades Park, and pretty much wanted to connect that overall momentum that we have with the Cascades Park and downtown, and kind of drive that into the South Monroe area. It's an area that desperately needs revitalization, and we had other companies went ahead and started the revitalization project
right across the street.
Yeah. Proof got there, and Lucky Goat, Happy Motoring, a couple other folks. We were all aligned with the idea that this is a great area and we should kind of invest in it. So that's how it all started. Yeah.
Well, why a restaurant?
Why a restaurant? So in a project like ours, you do need an anchor tenant that brings the traffic in. We have other tenants on the project. We have Foxtail Coffee and Burn Bootcamp, but you need a big one that drives a lot of traffic. For years, we looked into kind of, see who we can bring on the project. It's tough. Like you said, the area is tough. It's hard to convince folks to make an investment in the area. So we had a couple of options. I did not like these options. I said we need something that is going to be bringing community together. So wanted to invest in beyond the real estate side of it, wanted to invest in the restaurant concept there, and created the Monroe concept. And my wife, the architect of the project, proud of the work she did. And
it's a beautiful space.
Thank you. It's
beautiful.
It's all my wife.
Now, do you do any of the chef work, or do you have somebody there that does it?
I don't, but recently for Cleaver and Cork, for TCC Foundation, I wanted to put a chef coat on and wanted to curate a cool dinner for the folks as we were all fundraising for the foundation. So I don't actually get in the kitchen. I have very talented chefs there. I have about 4 of them. And we always get in meetings. We talk about our menu. We talk about changes. But no, I don't put the chef coat on, and it's their department. I don't get involved much. But here and there, time to time, I put it on.
But isn't one of your favorite activities being a griller?
Yes.
I mean, Greg and I too.
I love grilling. So I make a lot of suggestions.
Hey, I tried this over the weekend. Let's put this on the menu.
Right. Well, actually, we do have one item. I love grilling that. It's a short rib. Short rib is tough cut of meat, and you usually cook it long periods of time, 6-7 hours. You braise it. But I had come across a recipe from a Michelin star restaurant in New York, and they actually grilled the short rib. So I tried it at home. I tried it again. I invited my chefs to come over, and I said, guys, try this out and see if you like this. So they loved it. We put it on the menu now. That's our top selling entree.
And you're proud papa.
I am so proud of it. So proud of it.
I think one of the great things, not only the space that you have is amazing, but also that your parking is amazing. That you could have developed that back there also and had more stuff, and then had the limited parking as we see it at a lot of places, especially downtown with, we have claiming that you can park and walk, but a lot of spaces down there, not a ton of parking, and you go searching around. I think that's just one little aspect. I mean, that had to have come in with do we need all this parking? But I'm glad that you do.
Absolutely, Greg. We actually argue to have more parking spaces, but you have to, during the site design process, you have to balance the parking with the green space. I was trying to add a couple more. It's critical, as much as we are, and within the city, our planners are hoping one day we get to a point where we walk around downtown. But we are not there yet. Folks are driving still substantially. And especially for South Monroe, our goal is to have people come to South Monroe. Whether you're on the north side, east side, west side, it doesn't matter. We want you to drive and come and, enjoy our tenants.
And that, unfortunately, can be a big part of it. Is,
Absolutely.
Hey, I don't want to go there. There's never any parking there.
Right. That's
That's
right.
not a problem with y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, either Valet or South Park.
Yeah.
That there's plenty of space.
Yeah. It's critical. Downtown businesses usually complain about lack of parking for that reason. At the end of the day, we are still driving in this town. So we need parking. We are very happy that it turned out the way it turned out.
I noticed little things. And I just like the first time when you took me through right before you opened and we had the wonderful Dick Mondell's for lunch.
That's right.
And then I just remember going, man, there's a lot of parking here. And that's just one little weird thing that I just remember stuck out with me that I was glad y'all did that. And then with the distillery, what an operation that is when you took me through that. And then you just handed me off and then you just watching this process of this. That's a beautiful space in there also.
Thank you. Yeah, distillery is big. And when I give these tours to folks and talk about the equipment and our capacity and what we can do in that distillery, everyone gets pretty impressed. It's an impressive piece of equipment that we put together through our head distiller, Jason Grant. But we are right now very happy how it's performing, and at the highest capacity, we can produce a lot of liquor.
What is your specialty?
Right now, we have a distribution product named Florida Standard. So we are producing vodka, gin, and rum. I love the rum. Rum tastes real good. Vodka is vodka. It's just clean. Gin, we have a lot of gin enthusiasts. They love the gin that we make. I'm personally not a gin person.
That's an acquired.
Yeah.
It's like you have to hit a certain age.
Right.
And then, all right, I'll try gin.
Yeah, gin tastes like witch hazel to me. But the rum I definitely like. And, distilling is a lot of fun. Yeah. Not that I've ever done it, of course not.
You've brewed, so you've home brewed, so that's distilling kind of.
No, it's a little different.
Okay, obviously I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
And all this. You can actually buy distilling equipment for the amateur now.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah, they've been doing that in the backwoods of Kentucky for a long time. We'll continue our conversation. Your neighbors with Bill and Doug. Doug, we can't wait to have you back next week. Make sure you type in "I want to win" on the Greg Tish Show Facebook feed so you're eligible for the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Be right back.
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden. We start today off like last week, mild and mostly clear, but the clouds return for the afternoon, and they could even bring a few pop-up showers starting around 2 p.m. and going till 10 p.m. Highs this afternoon will be in the low 80s, and the clouds will linger through the evening and overnight. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
All right, folks, if you're looking for a good excuse to play Seminole Legacy and feel good about it, I've got one for you. We're proud to be part of the Florida Institute for Child Welfare Golf Invitational coming up April the 13th at Seminole Legacy Golf Club here in Tallahassee. It's a Monday, which, let's be honest, is a perfect day to have a meeting on the course. Check-in starts at 8:30, shotgun at 10. They'll feed you, play a great track, free drinks, there's putting challenge, awards, silent auction, the whole kit and caboodle. It actually matters. The tournament supports education and training for child welfare workers across Florida, and part of the proceeds go right here locally to the Oasis Center for Women and Girls. So you're playing golf, but you're also doing some good. It's $200 for an individual, it's $750 for a foursome. So get your team together, grab your clients, or just come out and play. We're proud to sponsor it. I'd love to see some familiar faces out there. Tom Lang and myself will be playing as well, alongside PGA Pro Tom Shea and FSU Hall of Famer Jane Geddes. Come join us and have a good time for a great cause. Register at ficw.fsu.edu/golf. April the 13th, the first ever Florida Institute for Child Welfare Golf Tournament. We'll see you there.
For nearly 100 years, folks have trusted Blue Star medicated ointment to relieve the pain and itching of almost any skin irritation.
It works on my son's dry itching feet and their jock itch.
I had this rash on my neck. Nothing worked until Blue Star.
Blue Star worked great on my ringworm without steroids.
My wife and I have been using Blue Star for years. It's never let us down.
Look for the white box with the Blue Star in the first aid section. Feel Blue Star work fast, or your money back.
Computer, execute 12.4p operation. Optimizing algorithm. Running encryption packet alpha 990. I don't feel so good. What is it, computer? Is it hot in here? It feels hot in here? I feel a little clammy. I should lie down or something.
A computer with a virus? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
Those oysters Rockefeller were a mistake.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Harnessing the power of the sun, delivering the highest quality drinking water, we are warming homes and fueling industries. And behind every service, there's a dedicated team. They're your neighbors, friends, and family. We are connected, and together, we are stronger. Day and night, rain or shine, the City of Tallahassee Utilities is working for you.
It's where you raise your kids, where friends become family, where every corner has a story worth telling. It's your neighborhood. At ABC 27, we share those stories, bringing you news that connects communities, builds pride, and reminds us we're part of something bigger. We are ABC 27, in your neighborhood.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark, T-SparkConstruction.com. We conquer all peaks, we fix those darn leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark, T-SparkConstruction.com.
License number CCC 1331204.
Injured? Call Basic Brooks and come back stronger. Offices, Tallahassee.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas.
One city, one voice, one morning show. Welcome back to the Greg Tish Show.
Your neighbors with Bill Eichhofer, Doug Ingram at this time. Doug not able to join us this morning because he's traveling back. So, Bill, you get the Doug question.
Now, you've already brought several of my favorite things to that end of town, a restaurant, distillery.
And who do we have there?
Burr Demerol. Okay. And we have a beer place across the town. See, I worked it in.
You worked beer in. All right. He did work beer in. All right.
But it's not limited to that. I mean, you're working now with KCCI, which is Night Creative Communities. And
good morning, Betsy and Holly.
Yes. And they are bringing in art. So you want to tell about all the different art that's coming?
Absolutely. Yeah. We partnered with KCCI and obviously Betsy's doing a great job putting the Catalyst together each year. So this year's Catalyst team decided to bring in a big mural project to Soma Walls, and 8 canvases. They are 20 by 17, two shipping containers stacked up on top of each other, and they selected 7 artists. And they will be, the work started already last Saturday. 2 artists started their work. And yeah, by the end of this process, we'll have 8 canvases with murals on them. As the landlord, we went ahead and installed lighting, sidewalks in front of the containers. Now we call them canvases. So it's visible at night. It's very walkable, very friendly to folks to come by, park their cars, and walk around, take a picture with the murals. And KCCI did a phenomenal job engaging with the community and bringing everybody around the table to do this project.
Yeah, I think your sister was a community catalyst, as was I.
Yeah.
But are these artists local or?
Yep. Yep, they are. They are. And I think one artist, she is from Jacksonville, but she used to live in Tallahassee, I believe. They are local artists, and the budget, most of the budget, about 90% of it going directly to them for pretty much they're getting paid to do what they love and for the materials and everything else that they need. So Betsy's budget is really artist focused, and she's making sure that they are getting compensated properly to do this work.
And that's the other that we love taking pictures in front of murals for the social media. And then that's another drawing point.
Absolutely.
To you, because as we were talking during the break, is like with everybody that, you've got that bubble area.
Yeah.
But to become a destination restaurant, and we could probably count those on one hand on how many are that people will travel outside of their bubble, no matter where their bubble is. And the Monroe has become that destination restaurant, that it's not like me. Oh, it's not in my bubble, I'm not going there, but it's we'll go down there. And you've hosted events.
Only when we find out you're there.
Yeah. Well, we hosted with Dana Brooks and myself and Fazek Brooks, and we hosted a singles event there on a Sunday afternoon, and I didn't want to interrupt their brunch schedule, so we scheduled it right after brunch and everything, and it was a wonderful event. But it was great seeing the people that hadn't been there before, and them going, wow, look at this, especially on the back porch area, which is just fantastic. And again, props to your wife for doing that. But that's another great area for anybody. If you want to have your celebration or whatever, that space is huge out there.
Yep. So we have about 338 seats. It's a pretty big restaurant, but it is designed to bring different groups together. It's designed to host events and simultaneously have folks in our dining room. And our patio is designed to be open space, and it's just springtime. It's beautiful out there. We have couches and couch services, just like the table service. So I think she did a phenomenal job kind of bringing industrial building and bringing a lot of greenery, a lot of furniture that kind of matches that natural tone. Everyone, our number one reaction when they walk into the Monroe is, wow, this doesn't feel like Tallahassee. And every time I get that reaction, I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they say that in a way, hey, now, the concepts that we see in larger cities, this looks very much like those concepts. Not that it doesn't belong to Tallahassee, but they just love to see that we are stepping up our game, our interior design, our offerings, our service. So that's all intended that way. We really wanted to step up and kind of offer our residents an experience that they could get in larger cities.
Now, I know you wanted to share some things about being here in Tallahassee and how long you've been here. I mean, you're a graduate from Florida State.
That's right.
But share on. You
Sure. Yeah. Well, 21 years now. TSC first. It all started at FSU. Then I was about to go to FSU. Then someone told me around that time, hey, those classes are actually cheaper at TSC. At least for the first 2 years. The same class prereqs, you can go and and get those cheaper at TSC. So I went to TSC for 2 years and transferred back to Florida State. But post graduation, all my friends left. Everybody just moved to Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Atlanta. We lost a lot of friends to New York. But I was also supposed to leave. So it was year after year. Okay, next year I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then year after that, I would just keep saying to myself, all right, we're gonna move out in 2 years. So the target goal moved and moved and moved. Now I'm married with a toddler. I'm not leaving.
And
God, they have so much energy, don't they?
And also, and I got to be at your dinner when you were inducted into the TSC Hall of Fame. How cool was that?
It was amazing. It's great to, I mean, it was a moment, kind of an emotional moment for me too, because I remember walking through the campus for the first time at TSC, and I just remember being so excited, and I never thought that I would be one day on that wall. So it was an emotional moment for me.
That's very cool. That was a special night. I mean, and with the class that you went in, I mean, that was a good class.
That's right.
Good class. And then, but it's funny how that just comes back around. Like you're there as a student, and then now you're on the wall on the Hall of Fame out there.
Yep. I have a friend, and his cousin is going there now, and I just told him, hey, you can find me on that wall if you just go look at it. I'm right there if you need anything.
I think, and we have about a minute left, but I think that since you've also become a destination restaurant for celebrations, I mean, first dates, birthday parties, anniversaries, all that, but also that has to attract good staff.
Absolutely.
That they want to work with you.
Absolutely. And we are kind of happy that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks, they want to work at the Monroe. And right now, the staff that I have, they're doing a phenomenal job. But still, we end up with a lot of students. They want to leave during summer, and they want to come back. So we still have a little bit high turnover. But my core staff, they want to work at the Monroe. They're proud to work at the Monroe. So,
of course, my favorite, Daly. With Daly over there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Crowd's favorite.
Yeah. They love that.
But
final moment.
Remember when you see his name, it's not Bugra. Like I mean, it's like it's Burra.
There you
go. The G is silent. And thank you for all of your service to this community.
Thank you.
And putting your money where your mouth is and making it happen and not just talking.
Thank you for having me.
Good seeing you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, be right back.
Hello, my love. I heard a kiss from you.
News now.
A man was killed in a broad daylight shooting Sunday afternoon in a residential area in northwest Tallahassee. Officers responded around 4:40 p.m. to reports of a shooting in the 2800 block of Farringdon Drive in the Huntington Woods subdivision. When they arrived, they found an adult male suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a local hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. It was part of a bloody Sunday in Tallahassee. 4 people were injured near the campus of Florida A&M University overnight after bullets began to fly at a large gathering in the early morning hours on Sunday. And about an hour before the shooting near FAMU, 1 person was shot and suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the area of Potbellies. Preliminary information indicates the latest shooting occurred during a physical altercation. Detectives are asking anyone who may have witnessed the incident to contact the Tallahassee Police Department at 850-891-4200. This is Rachel Anay with the Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update, brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold, and we are starting off today in the low 60s and the mid 50s. So no real changes from how we ended last week. We will have more clouds, though, by the afternoon, and this could bring spotty showers and maybe even some thunder from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. And these will be fairly random, but since they are coming from the Atlantic, the chances are higher along I-75. Highs today in the low 80s. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
$5,000 off every 2026 Rogue Rock Creek all-wheel drive in stock. Or get 0% interest for 60 months and $1,500 off. Purchase for just $498 per month with only $2,000 down for well-qualified buyers. Designed for adventure and rugged looking, the Rogue Rock Creek comes standard with intelligent all-wheel drive, 360-degree off-road camera, tubular roof rack designed to hold gear, and a water-repellent interior. Great for the family dog, and your kids will think you're very cool. CarPro.com said, as far as midsize SUVs go, it's clear Nissan has made the Rogue Rock Creek something unique and very special. And as an added incentive, since it's the start of pollen season, come test drive any 2026 Rogue and get a free Star Wars car wash every week for a month. Check out the Rogue Rock Creek today. It's a whole lot of very cool SUV for just $498 per month with $2,000 down, and they're all $5,000 off. And remember, if you don't see the Kraft tag on your car, you paid too much, way too much. Kraft Nissan in Tallahassee.
Hey man, have you heard the sound? Pentalpha Jewelry's the best in town. Rings, diamonds, earrings, bracelets, and more. Pentalpha Jewelry Store.
When was the last time you randomly did something nice for someone that means a lot to you? Now, I say this every day at the end of my show for everybody to be a better person today than you were yesterday. Well, one way to do that is to drop into Pentalpha and get a gift for someone who deserves it. It'll brighten their day, their week, maybe even their year. You don't have to wait for a holiday or special occasion, so don't wait to go check out a true local gem serving Tallahassee since 1988. Now, sing along with me, and I'll see you at Pentalpha.
Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, all the real nice guys.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so
Good morning, Tallahassee. The Greg Tish Show is live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios on Real Talk 93.3.
Seeing the creepy crawlies around your house? Like, there was a conversation about Asian lady beetles on my Bradfordville Northeast Tallahassee Facebook group. And everybody's like, oh, what are all these love bugs doing in? Everybody's like, oh, no. Those aren't love bugs. Those love bugs everybody loves. Oh, excuse me, ladybugs. Nobody loves love bugs. Ladybugs.
Yeah, they look like ladybugs, don't they?
Well, the ladybugs and the Asian lady beetles, they look very similar. But the Asian lady beetles, and I'd probably, ladybugs are probably a mess also, and probably a pest also. But the Asian lady beetles, yeah, and they stink, and they get into your house, and once they get in, they come back year after year. Call Paul's. He'll get rid of those Asian lady beetles. Ugh.
All of them.
850-386-BUGS. That's 850-386-BUGS. You call Paul's today before noon. They'll be out today before 5 p.m.
I just want to confirm they do get them all, right?
They do get them all. They've been protecting Leon County for decades. I don't think if they didn't get them all,
yeah,
probably wouldn't be around anymore.
Yeah, like they leave the house and there's still pests there.
That's probably probably your whole marketing call, Paul, will get them all, except for a few. That was not a good marketing play.
Right.
So yeah, you get them all. Get them all.
I like it.
I like them too. I like them. They're good people over there too. Good people over there. That was great having Burr in. He's such a nice guy. And I know that the singles event that I talked about that Dana and I did that you and Neil played. And that was
sure did.
It's just, they're very accommodating.
I tell you, the food there is wonderful too.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. You gave me a couple of your oysters.
Ooh. And we went there New Year's Eve a couple years ago and it was awesome.
Those oysters sound so good.
So good.
Everything sounds good. And I don't know why I ate a lot over the weekend.
Me
Springtime
too.
Tallahassee.
I made a scene.
Oh
man.
All the great food that was around everywhere. I grilled out. We had a wonderful time in the parade. That Jason sounded a lot better than he sounded at 6 o'clock this morning. Jason's voice was completely gone after he emceed the parade and then emceed in Jubilee in the park. Now, what's that emceeing like? He just, all right, and here's
the sponsors. Let's recognize these sponsors and introduce the Gulf Winds Credit Union guy. He got up there and said a few words. And then just bring on the bands.
And then, so with the parade route, and I know I would ask you a little bit about this, but you're just flipping through your page, looking up, looking for that number. That's why the number is really important.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this parade was really messed up because I'd be on float number 17, for instance. All right, it's supposed to be Leon County Sheriff's Office. Well, it's not. It's some kind of dance group. Well, they're not in here when I'm scrambling to find the sheet. So there was a few places there were few floats that were not in the right place. They must have jumped.
They didn't follow instructions.
Must not have, yeah. And
because
I was like,
we were told exactly where to go, exactly who
Right.
we'd be behind. And then Lincoln, that was the marching band, which how cool was that?
Yeah, it was cool.
That I had my high school marching band right behind me. And and then Lincoln was told, you're right behind Real Talk. So somebody didn't listen. I don't think that was springtime. I think that was the dance.
Right.
They were just hip hopping down the road. Like
and then we were getting
Easter bunny.
We were getting text messages. So and so's not going to be in the parade. Cancel them.
Sorry.
So I just went and I pulled the sheet out. Yeah.
Sorry. That that wasn't my text.
No. It was from like Blake or wherever.
Okay. So because I text you, I was like, so and so's not with us.
Oh yeah.
But I think I did that the day before.
Yeah.
Because I saw that somebody that we thought was coming, they had posted online, y'all have fun. And so I took that as they're not coming.
They ain't coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we missed them.
I thought the Dosters might come, but they didn't.
It was a pretty day. It was a pretty day. I had talked to a couple people. They're like, oh, the parade's today. And I'm like, just how much I love this. I was like, what? What do you mean the parade's today?
You love a parade.
We do the 3 every year. We do this one, Veterans Day Parade, Veterans Day, and then Winterfest, and they all have different feels.
They do.
They're all like, this one's a big, let's show off our town, veterans. Let's go in there, that we're there for the veterans that are in the parade, and we're just kind of waving around. And then for Winterfest, that's where we just love going out and dressing up Christmas vacation style.
I like that one because it's a nighttime parade. I like a nighttime parade.
It is nice for a nighttime parade, but this one also, being done 12:30, and then having Jubilee in the park where you can go down. Is there an earthquake? I think that measured on the Richter scale. I'm glad you turned your mic off. People would have thought
I had to.
I know, if you didn't and you left that on for that burp, people would have been pulling their cars over and thinking a tire had blown. I'm surprised it didn't hear that through my microphone.
I sound like a smoker.
You sound like dastardly.
The dog. Yeah, Mudley.
Muttley. Dastardly and Muttley.
Oh, I can't talk no more.
Oh, man. I went through, I don't know how I went down a rabbit hole of the whole Hanna-Barbera. No, it was Filmation. Do you remember them? They did He-Man cartoons.
I remember He-Man, yeah.
And so I went down, this popped up there, like the rise and fall of Filmation, film animation. And I was like, okay, I'll watch this, because I remember everybody, if you're familiar with He-Man, you remember that logo that came on right before the theme song. And the logo would come in and have that and then dun, 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 that you knew that. And then it was fabulous. These guys, a couple of them worked at Disney. They weren't happy with how Disney them, so they went off and started their own company, and they started doing like PSAs, like duck and cover. They started doing little cartoons, and then their turnaround time, that they had guys that they we can have this out to you in 2 weeks or something ridiculous, a 30-minute animated show in 2 weeks. Yeah, sure. So they started leaving out a lot of the stuff that Disney would pay extra attention to, like Mal's movie, like the finer details that they would use the same walk a lot of times and just change the background.
Right.
They did Superman, I think, was their first television show. It was a huge hit. All of a sudden, everybody wanted them, and they started taking on too much and growing too quickly. And that eventually became their downfall.
Yeah, right. And that's
And then one of the guys left that he retired, and it quickly went downhill after that. And Filmation was no more, swallowed up by another company. Oh no, they had prided themselves on only using of every piece of art, every cartoon, everything was made in America. Even though they could ship it over to Korea or Japan, pay less, and make more money, they wouldn't do it until finally they did.
Scandalous.
And that was the beginning of the end.
It's just like VH1 behind the music.
That's what this is, except for Filmation. It's some guy that said the rise and fall of it'll be whatever business.
Right, right.
And then it was like Filmation. Okay, let me learn about them because what if I get kidnapped one day and they're like, all right, we'll let you go if you can tell me the history of Filmation. Oh yeah, it was an American film company founded by Lou Schimmer and Hal Sutherland and Norm Prescott in 1962.
62, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, He-Man came out what? 78, 79?
85, 86.
Oh, wow.
Well, the company sold in 89. That was probably after the He-Man, their peak era.
Remember Manny Faces from He-Man? The faces would swivel around.
Yeah.
Manny Faces.
Well, and that was the other thing that because they had worked with Kenner, not with Kenner, with Hasbro.
Yes.
To design the TV show around
the
action figure. And then so that's Transformers that Filmation did. That
Okay.
Moore wanted to do that because He-Man was such a huge hit because of that. And that's where they designed the TV show around you could go out and get the action figures.
Now, you know how you're into sports memorabilia. As a kid, I loved action figures. That was my thing. I loved them. And I wasn't allowed to have He-Man action figures because of the sorcery and all that aspect of it. So if I was at a garage sale,
He-Man.
Well, I could if I found one that was just He-Man or it was Moss Man or something that didn't have any wands or magic, then I could get that one. You know,
the big cartoons also was the Archies.
Yeah, I remember the Archies. Yeah.
And they created that song, Sugar Sugar.
Right. Yeah.
And then how that became a #1 hit, and that was the first fictional like band
to
have like a real thing. They also did that album, the Cosby Kids. People didn't think that would sell. They're like, what? He wants to do what? All right, he's a comedian. Remember, this is the 60s. He's a funny, and he wants to do a teaching cartoon. No, that's not going to work. A teaching cartoon? Kids can learn lessons? No, that's what's funny about that. And it just, we know that it was hilarious. It was great. And you can't do that. What are you? I can't do it. What are you? I can't do it. My voice just will not allow me to do it. Hey, fat album. Hey, Rudy. You remind me of school in the summer. No class. Rudy, I can't do any of their voices.
I want to find the theme.
Rudy was a
that theme song was good now. Is it on? Shoot, I got the stream pulled up. Hang on.
Monster Mania, Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys. That is not the original.
Ain't it. That's not it. That's trash.
I can tell you the original right off the bat. Fat and the Cosby Kids.
Is it by the Cosby Kids?
Sure. Oh, I don't know. You on Spotify?
Yeah.
All right. Last call for the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food today. We have Smitty's Tap House and Grill. You can win either a $20 or $50 gift card to Smitty's.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, this isn't it either. hey, what a man, what a man. Be right back.
Here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden. We start today off like last week, mild and mostly clear, but the clouds return for the afternoon, and they could even bring a few pop-up showers starting around 2 p.m. and going till 10 p.m. Highs this afternoon will be in the low 80s, and the clouds will linger through the evening and overnight. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Golden.
For the elimination of termites, pests,
And for a greener lawn, too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
God gave us two ends, one to think with and one to sit on. Success in life depends on which one you use. Heads, you win. Tails, you lose. Hi, I'm Rick Hughes, host of The Flatline. Heard every Sunday morning here at 7:30 a.m. on Real Talk 93.3 Tallahassee Real Talk Station. Come join me 30 minutes of motivation, inspiration, and some education as I seek to reveal God's plan by teaching 10 unique problem-solving devices. Every Sunday morning, 7:30 a.m., 93.3 Real Talk Tallahassee.
No matter what printing you need to keep your business running, we can help. Hi, Jason Butera here for The Printery. Reduce your stress and give us a call. From new product brochures or posters to yard signs, postcards, even letterhead and envelopes. The Printery sets the standard in personalized service with outstanding results. We offer full-service graphic design and free pickup and delivery. The Printery, home of 36-cent color copies. If it's ink on paper, we've got it covered. Call us today, 877-6418. 877-6418.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Do you have spring fever? Your only prescription is the Lawn Johns. Hi, it's Mark from the Lawn Johns. We can make your landscape more appealing by providing you with award-winning lawn care. With 4 levels of service, the Lawn Johns offers you more choices than the rest. More flowers, more mulch, or more pine straw all means that your home or office will be more beautiful than ever. So if you've got spring fever, go to thelawnjohns.com or just look for our big purple truck.
Tallahassee's 30-year-old funny paper and American Legion Post 13 have joined forces to become Major Morale. The new magazine has 4 more pages of post activities and military information that you probably never knew. But don't worry, it's still as politically correct and newsworthy as always. Okay, it's the same funny stuff, but it's still only available at the sponsors' locations like ABC Flooring, Tallahassee Automobile Museum, Krispy Kreme, or Keith Lawson Services, providing professional services and maintenance for your home's most critical systems for over 39 years. If you need air conditioning, heating, or plumbing repairs, you will receive an upfront written quote, and the job will be done on time by the area's most advanced, highly trained professionals. Keith Lawson Services, Florida license CMC 125456 and CFC 1429-197.
From the championship stage to coaching change and everything in between, WarChant.com remains your home for the best FSU football coverage in the business. Brutally honest columns and features, market-leading multimedia presence across video and podcast, the largest FSU fan community with a staff that combines for over 100 years of experience covering the Noles. When change comes, WarChant.com is your home for analysis from every angle. WarChant.com, your ultimate Seminole sports source.
You're listening to Tallahassee's only locally owned radio station. Now, back to the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
I would love to have a musical production room time machine. To go back to be a fly on the wall why this song was being produced.
Now, why this song?
I don't know. Just
it would have been John and what's it and Daryl. Just
I don't
kinda,
think Daryl would have been in there.
They would have been there. They'd been fighting the whole time.
Yeah, no, Daryl would have been in there. Oates wouldn't have been in there. I think he was just more of the singer.
Man, I saw John Oates in Memphis at a St. Jude event. The man is so good. It blew me away.
Daryl Hall's pretty good too.
Oh my gosh,
they were good together.
No, they were wonderful, really.
But just coming up with that for the first time.
Yeah.
Anything. Listen to that. I think like Jeff Lynne, who I think is an underrated in America.
Amazing.
Genius. That in England, in his home country, that they love him over there. That he'll sell out Wembley. If we brought him over here, he'd barely sell out the moon.
Why is that?
I don't know why he doesn't translate.
I'd go cross country to see him. I would love him.
And he's on his farewell tour, and I don't know if that's ended or not. I'm done.
I got to look that up.
But I think that when the Traveling Wilburys, when they release, everybody's like, oh, wow, who are these guys? Look. And who is that? Dang. That people don't know who Jeff Lynne is in America. They know ELO. But then later he added in Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Yeah, sure did.
So because people didn't know him because he was just the genius behind Electric Light Orchestra. And he was the one that he actually, the Wilburys, he was producing like all their albums at the time. Tom Petty's most successful solo album, Jeff Lynne. George Harrison, one of his most successful solo albums. Jeff Lynne. Roy Orbison, his last album, also his most successful album of all time, of his career, right before he untimely passed away. Jeff Lynne. Who he is produced for, and he has that, it's Jeff Lynne.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that sound. He's got that ELO sound. But they love him over there across the pond a lot more than we do over here. Is he in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know. He should be, though. You know the song Lift Me Up by Jeff Lynne?
Great stuff.
Great song. Listen to this song right here. Oh, it's so good.
And it's got that Jeff Lynne sound.
Yeah, it does. This was
2017.
It's so good.
It was probably all the Wilburys singing backup. They all were on each other's albums around 89, 90.
Sure enough.
He was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2017 as a songwriter, producer, and co-founder of the Wilburys. 50 years in music, and he could walk down the streets of Tallahassee and nobody would know. He could walk down the streets probably of most places, and people would walk on the other side of the street seeing him coming with his big afro and his sunglasses.
If he had the hat and the sunglasses, I'd recognize him.
Because I have Jeff Lynne hair. That, oh my God.
Why don't you grow out an afro? That's what you should do.
I grow out a Jeff Lynne afro.
You really should.
I have several times.
Nostalgia's coming back. It would be it would be a good thing.
I don't have anything to do for a while.
There you go.
I could just let this hair go and go, but it does. It froze out, man. And then if I put a hair dryer on it,
lucky.
Like I'm one of the hair bears.
My hair is an oily mess when I grow it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it lay down?
It just doesn't work.
Mine, I'm very Jeff Lynne. Very Jeff Lynne. But can you name anybody else who was in ELO? No, because you can't even name Jeff Lynne.
I love Jeff Lynne.
Evil Woman, Living Thing, Telephone Line. I think Don't Bring Me Down was my favorite. And only because I was in 4th grade when that song came out. And I was big into roller skating at that time, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. And I love when that song came on, I would pick up speed. Something about that song. Just loved.
How about this one? You ready for this one?
Yeah. Gonna get you out of my head.
That's good stuff.
So here's what he did. All right. He co-produced the Beatles anthology. He did Free as a Bird, which also has very Jeff Lynne sounding.
That was 96?
95, 96.
95,
Yep. Now and Then. And then he also produced Cloud 9 for George Harrison, Mystery Girl for Orbison, Full Moon Fever for Petty, Into the Great Wide Open, Tom Petty and Heartbreakers, their most successful album, Flaming Pie McCartney, and Get Up Bryan Adams. He's also on the Birmingham Walk of Fame.
Oh, cool.
And on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Birmingham, Alabama, huh?
Birmingham. Birmingham. He's from the Shard Inn of Birmingham. For such a small country, they have a lot of accents. Speaking of accents, there's this dude in Vienna, and I think I mentioned him before, but he's definitely on my TikTok algorithm because like every 3rd video is him. And the Japanese guy, Yuri, and I've talked about, excuse me, what's your language? And they're like, I'm French. No, you're not French. Where are you from? And they go, oh, no. And then they name their language, and then he speaks it to them.
Wow.
And he knows a little, but enough to carry on a conversation. But it's great. Like people going, I don't want to talk to you. No. Where are you from? And they'll say something, some little known African language, and he knows it.
That's
and
crazy.
The smile that comes on their face from hearing their native tongue.
How about that?
From this taller Japanese guy in Vienna. And it's such a delight to see that.
What a talent.
And that he just has this memory retention for all these languages. And he'll go up, I bet, I can speak your language. And then, but now it's like this. Hi, where are you from? I know you. I watch you on TikTok. And it's just, these people, they light up. It's good content.
Can he do Wakulla County?
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I want to do that. I want to try to clip it up. Where are you from? I'm from the South.
Crawfordville.
I can speak your language. Where are you from? South American, United States. Okay, no, I can't speak a language.
Can you do Panacea?
What I don't understand. What are you saying? Howdy? But I have wanted to do a parody on that. Just walk up. Where are you from? We're from Wakulla. I can speak your language. Where are you from? Wakulla? Okay, no, I can't speak a language. We do have a language, but England, it's like every block has its own accent. Everybody can tell right where you're from just from your accent. I mean, it's the same in America, but it's a much wider swath.
Humans are amazing.
When
man.
you hear the Michiganders, you know they're Michigan. When you hear like Bill and you hear Illinois, especially Chicago, you know that. New York, Brooklyn, Long Island. You know those, but to condense that down to England.
How come Brian Cerny doesn't have a Seattle accent? That's what I wonder.
Seattle doesn't have an accent.
They don't?
They're just because they're all hodgepodge up there.
I guess so. Okay.
What's your favorite?
So South Georgia.
You like the
Oh yeah, ain't nothing like it.
Just a laid back drawl?
All the way. I don't like northern accents. Not a fan.
I like all accents because I love everybody, unlike Jason.
What? So mean.
Andy!
Hey, it's Andy Cohen, and it's time to spin the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Give me a call, 850-671-FARM, for your insurance needs. Now, spin that wheel.
We got a $20 or $50 gift card to Smitty's Tap House and Grill. Who's the winner?
Mark Pretty.
Who?
Mark Pretty.
Jason's voice is officially now gone. Congratulations, Mark. You get that $20 or $50 gift card to Smitty's Tap House and Grill. Pretty excited about Wednesday's show, April 1st, April Fool's Day. We're going back in time, Jason. Jason, I've changed the year.
Ooh, what year is it?
1986.
Ooh, great year.
We're going to April 1st, 1986, because I looked it up on newspapers.com. Much better stories than 96.
Oh, really?
So we're going back to 86
That's a
for
fine
the
year.
first hour.
The fine year.
Oh, well, wait. Policy Democrat, April 1st, 1986. They'll blow your mind.
All right, let's go.
Jason, be a better person today than you were yesterday. Everybody else, you do the same. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. See ya.